Welcome to LSB Feaster's Radio Air Check and Classic TV channel.
It is 8:48, 12 minutes at 9 o'clock at WABC. Well, it's always nice to have folks drop by. You remember just before the news at 8:30, got a call from a lady who asked me if I would read the letter that I read yesterday about 8:15, because she didn't get it all. The day before that, I read it about 7:15, I believe.
Good letter, too.
Great letter written by Glenn Palmer Smith, who is with Glenn Palmer Smith and Associates over on Fifth Avenue. Still haven't any idea what they do, but it doesn't make any difference. This is a terrific little number, and I thought we'd read it to you.
Yeah, that,
What a girl. Here we go. It says, Dear Brian and everyone else, you might want to put this in your meanwhile back at the nightmare section of the show, or whatever you call the ongoing discussion of the nuclear cloud over our collective heads. I've been thinking of Carl Sagan's description of the Russian-American standoff as two adversaries in a room awash with gasoline, one loony holding 7,000 matches, the other 9,000. Even if the number of matches were to be reduced by 99%, the potential for disaster is still there and horrific. I'm 42. When I was a babe and spitting up all over the place, our country and Japan were at each other's throats and the Russians were our allies. In half a lifespan, the situation is reversed. Now I have a son spitting up all over the place. Wouldn't it be a delightful turn of history if, when his son is spitting up all over the place, the Russians and Americans had the interdependence and mutual benefits now shared by Japan and the United States? Business people were instrumental in creating this harmony between former enemies and two very different cultures. Perhaps they might be able to turn the mess the politicians have created into something positive if given the opportunity. If we could structure trade and financial ties strong enough to bind us together in the honest bond of greed, it might get the other 89% of the world off the hostage list. Sounds far-fetched? 40 years ago, the idea of a Sony in every other living room, a Walkman on every third brain, and a Toyota, Datsun, or Suzuki in God knows how many garages might have sounded less than feasible to G.I. Joe and everyone else. Historically, countries are loath to turn their best customers into guacamole. Maybe by 2024, we'll be watching Petrovich laser beam holographic discs of the Bolshoi, and they'll be taking Shine on Harvest Moon lunar tours. Not all that bad when you consider the alternative. Your relentless fan, Glenn Palmer Smith. And I think that is one hell of a letter.
Yeah.
8:50, 10 minutes away from 9 o'clock at WABC Talk Radio. Let's get our final shadow traffic report, Christmas greetings, and all the rest of that stuff from the one and lonely Joe.
You're
Joe
right.
Nolan.
There's nobody. Well, everybody else. You know, I mean, we have everyone here, but
Sure, but
I'm here all by myself.
Right there in your little cubby hole.
Yep.
Didn't they give you a bigger cubby hole when you moved into semi-management?
I got a window.
Ah, well, now you're talking.
We have a 2-mile delay still into the eastbound Staten Island Expressway into Manor Road. 15-minute delay inbound Lincoln and Holland Tunnel. Midtown Tunnel, a 25-minute delay inbound. And on the southbound Bruckner, we're slow as you approach the drawbridge. Earlier emergency rescue is gone. I got a story to tell you about that emergency rescue if you give me a minute. And the Hutch southbound is closed from the Cross County down to East 3rd Street in Mount Vernon because of the icing, and traffic is being detoured to the Cross County Parkway. Can I tell the story? Hello?
I'm sorry, I was talking to Debbie. What's the problem?
No, down there was one of our drivers was driving southbound down the Bruckner Expressway.
Okay.
And he saw what looked like a person over the guardrail.
Wait, what looked like a person?
Apparently somebody was hit by a car and hit and thrung over the guardrail.
Oh, my God.
The guy who hit him, wait a minute, this is a happy ending. The guy who hit him took off. And our driver, Joe Levy, in Unit 5, who you know.
Big Joe. Large Joe Levy.
He's nice, one of the nicest people you ever want to meet, though.
That's true.
Stopped. We called EMS, and Joe Levy saved his life.
Hey, terrific.
And I think that's super, and I think everybody in the world should know about it.
Damn right.
EMS came, and they took him to the hospital, and he's going to be just fine.
Great.
So, I mean, the guy was bleeding and everything, and Joey, I tell you, that's something super.
Let's hear it for Joe Levy. That's
nice
great.
Christmas story.
Way to go, big guy.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So Brian, everybody there?
Yep.
Harley, families?
Yep, Bill
Jeremy,
Breslin.
if he's still there. Bill?
Jeremy's out there, yeah.
Everybody?
Ed?
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yep. Right there to you, Joe. And when you get home, make sure to give your lovely bride, Andrea Bryan, a big kiss.
There's no Brian, just Andrea. It's,
whatever.
Right. You know, one time a year, we ought to be able to get him to just say Andrea. What do you think?
Nah.
Come on. No. And even if you could, it wouldn't be this year anyway. 8:52, 8 minutes away from 9 o'clock at WABC.
Mademoiselle,
Monsieur,
c'est magnifique.
c'est diurescence.
C'est très joli.
C'est diurescence.
C'est élégant.
C'est diurescence.
Ah, c'est angélique.
C'est diurescence.
Quel esprit.
C'est diurescence.
C'est diurescence.
Oui.
Mais oui.
How do you find the one gift that says, I think you're charming, beautiful, and very special? Quite simply, you go to your nearest Christian Dior fragrance counter and say, Dior-essence, and ask for the new Dior-essence, Esprit de Parfum.
Discover Dior-essence perfume at Saks Fifth Avenue. Make Christmas a little easier on yourself. Join Owen's band for some last-minute Christmas cooking ideas. This morning at 10, Owen talks with PBS chef Narcy David on holiday cooking ideas. Then financial planner Bill Bresnan later at noon. More good listening right here on WABC, Talk Radio AM 77.
Season's greetings to you from WABC.
8:54, 6 minutes away from 9 o'clock. WABC Talk Radio. We have some folks that want to enter the hallowed halls of the festivities here of our little Christmas party here. Anna.
Yes, Mr. Wilson.
Don't give me that Mr. stuff. It's Brian, Bud, or Hey You, but no Misters.
Brian.
How are you this morning?
Oh, pretty good, thank you.
Well, you sound pretty good.
And I wish you, your family, and everyone else on the show the happiest and the healthiest the holidays and the coming year.
Well, I appreciate that, and I tell you what, Don, we certainly pass along the same to you and yours and everybody, and hope you'll be with us throughout 1984 as we track the prophecies of George Orwell. Thanks a lot for calling. Who else? Doris. Doris.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Amityville.
Wait a minute. Where are you calling? Where are you?
Amityville.
Hars.
You don't recognize my voice because I have a terrible cold.
No, well, listen, it's a phone connection. Not only that, it's are you speaking on one of those speakerphones?
You know.
Wait a minute. Hold it.
Downstairs powder room.
Stop talking while I'm interrupting. You're on that cordless thing, aren't you? And you're in the powder room, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's why there's an echo.
I know.
Yeah, why don't you step outside for a minute?
Okay.
Can you?
I'll step outside.
Okay.
I'm outside.
Would you answer me one question?
Yes, dear.
Now, you've called me a couple of times.
Yeah.
Why is it that you go into the bathroom every time to call me here?
Because I have the radio on low and I don't want any interference.
All right, I understand now. I thought it was something Freudian there for a minute.
No.
All right.
I'm in the other bathroom getting ready to go to work.
Well, listen, you're out there in Amityville 3D, and
No harm.
no Hars
I
indeed.
haven't got my picture yet.
Well, it's on its way to you. I gotta believe that because I passed it.
Don't believe it because
Nope.
we got the wallet.
Oh.
My husband scoffed that from me, but we never got the picture.
No kidding.
No.
Well, maybe they were. I tell you, we got some on hand. Let me put you on hold and let Debbie get your address again, and we'll pass it along. Have a happy and a merry out there, and we'll. Oh yeah, I got to do a commercial. Forgot about that. Okay. Well, let's see here. Folks, when you think of leather...
In the powder room.
Right from the powder room into the leather.
Yeah,
That's terrific. Okay. When you think leather, friends, it's got to be the leather powder room. The leather warehouse.
Yes.
Friends, the best in leather and suede. It's all right here. Well, it's all right over there. It's not here at all. In addition to their huge selection of leather and suede sportswear and outerwear for men and women, the Leather Warehouse is renowned for its sheep skin collection, featuring both domestic and Spanish sheep. Didn't know sheep could speak.
Okay.
It's the sheepskins, friends. Spanish skin in a variety of lengths and styles from a variety of lengths and stylish sheep. They have sheep skin mittens, sheepskin slippers, sheepskin hats, and sheepskin vests. And try saying that 3 times real fast and you get a job in Top 40 Radio. All at dramatic discount prices this week. The Leather Warehouse is featuring a super soft, weathered look men's jacket, poly-filled. You remember poly?
Sure.
That's what keeps it so warm.
That's right.
For extra warmth. Just zip off the sleeves, and you'll have a great-looking vest. This jacket
This is a dangerous commercial.
This is a very dangerous commercial. Unfortunately, this will be the last time I read this. This jacket sells elsewhere for up to $179.95, and there have been fools that have actually paid that price. But I pity the fool who paid that price. Grab them while they last now for only $119.95. Best in price, best in quality, best in selection. The Leather Warehouse, now at 12 convenient locations throughout New Jersey, also at Hartsdale and Westchester, Carl Place, and Huntington on Lengthy Island. Come in and feel the difference. Well, isn't that exciting? You know, I just had a depressing thought.
Oh, no.
This is the last time we're going to be able to celebrate Christmas this year.
That's right.
Oh.
No, it's not. No,
Well,
no.
we aren't going to celebrate it again in January.
Oh, you mean on the air?
Well, what?
I
no,
know
I
what we
just
can
meant
do in
that-
January.
What's that?
It's my birthday.
They won't be celebrating.
We can have
Christmas.
another party. Wait, this is a great idea.
8:58 at WABC.
And now that we're so
I thought we'd play a little Christmas stuff here for you. This is great. Y'all can join in here if you like. This is marvelous. $8:59 and a half. That is the end of our show. It's the end of our little Christmas party. Thank you for coming by, Joanna. Thank you for the bagels and everything. Debbie, Kathy, thank you. Merry Christmas to you. Bill, Bresden.
Merry Christmas,
to your
Brian.
to your lovely bride and your children. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to Harley. Merry Christmas to Kathy Muldoon. Thanks for the chili.
Oh, nothing
excellent
to it.
chili.
Nothing to it.
We have a little diving board here. We're all going to mount it and dive into Kathy Muldoon's rum cake here. So
You have to let the chili settle first.
well, that's probably true. You know, I'm going on vacation next week, so you'll be in the good hands of Harley Carnes for the balance of the year. Always try and think of something really heavy, something really meaningful to say right about this time, because everyone's saying meaningful things, and I never come up with anything that I'm really satisfied with. But I was thinking the other day, wouldn't it be great if all the things that they inscribe inside of all those Christmas cards were to come true? Wouldn't it be great if all the things that they inscribed in the Christmas cards we remembered, say, on June 17th or maybe September 4th or something along that order? Well, we'll do our best once again this year. Resolve to do something worthwhile, and do. I like to resolve to do something. Take a step forward in contributing to the possibility of peace in our time. Do that. Do something. Write a letter. Join an organization. Light a candle. Say a prayer, or just be nice. It is 1 minute after 9 o'clock at